Little People, Big World Zach Roloff Issues, Blunt PSA about public urinals and dwarfism. Dear loves, welcome to TLC Drama. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel. Zach Roloff is not holding back when it comes to his opinions about urinals in public restrooms. The Little People Big World alum, 34, shared his blunt views regarding bathrooms during the Thursday, Jan 16 episode of his and his wife Tori Roloff's Raising Heights podcast, where they discussed all things ick.men, quote, S bathrooms have urinals, and there's a short one. There's 50 million tall ones, and then there's one short one. Zach began before recalling the story that sparked his rant. And then I walk again to the bathroom, and there's one 6'2" dude in there. And do you know what urinal he's using? He's using the short one. Ike Barinholtz talks working with Kathryn Hahn on the studio and gets nostalgic about Mindy Project. Ike Barinholtz talks working with Kathryn Hahn on the studio and gets nostalgic about Mindy Project. Why do you think that is, Tori? 33 asked, to which her husband replied, because it's the first one you hit, so you have to walk a few more feet down to use your appropriate size urinal, and I walk in and I stand behind him. I cannot. The tall ones are like, up here, Zach explained, raising his hand to his chest. They're 3 feet tall. I don't know if it's a kid thing or I don't know if it's a handicap, ADA Americans with Disabilities Act thing. Zach went on to say that people need to be more aware and use common sense when it comes to public restroom etiquette, noting that there are case-by-case exceptions. Either way, same principle applies, he added. Maybe at a sporting event at the end of the game, if every urinal is full. Anyone with dwarfism will hear me loud and clear on this. This is a known thing. This is a very known thing. Tori then signed off on the former TLC personality's PSA. Stop using the first urinal. Wives, tell your husbands. Fans of the longtime couple were quick to support Zach and Tori in the comments section of the post, with one social media user writing, "Love your conversations, all humorous, serious, and informative. Thank you." Another said, "Zach, I admire the way you carry yourself. You have such confidence. The way you talk and handle things with such grace is something I respect a lot. You're a great example of how to own who you are and not let anything hold you back. Tori is lucky, and you guys are such a cool team." Reality TV fans were first introduced to Zach and the rest of the Roloff family when Little People Big World premiered on TLC in 2006. Zach and Tori started dating in 2011 after meeting on the Roloff family farm the year before and tied the knot in 2015. They share 2 sons, Jackson and Josiah, and a daughter, Lila. One day before the season 25 finale of the long-running reality series, Zach and Tori announced their exit via their podcast in April 2024. "I think the chapter has closed regardless of us being asked back or not. We've made it pretty clear we're done with that chapter for multiple reasons," Zach said at the time. Former Little People, Big World star Tori Roloff suffered a major loss over the holiday when her grandmother died. The mother of 3 shared the sad news on Instagram this week, posting a sweet series of black and white pics featuring the late matriarch. In the first image, her grandmother sat in a chair holding Roloff's son, Josiah, who was a baby at the time. Tori's other 2 children, Jackson and Lila, sat at their great-grandmother's feet. The next photo showed Roloff wearing a graduation cap, her grandma smiling proudly beside her, while the third was another photo of her grandmother cradling one of the kids as an infant, who gazed up at her adoringly. Jenna Bush Hager reveals her favorite meal. Her mom, Laura Bush, made her growing up. Jenna Bush Hager reveals her favorite meal. Her mom, Laura Bush, made her growing up. "Just before Christmas, this world lost one of my favorite people," Roloff wrote in her caption. "My grandma. My Marmee," she continued. "To know Marmee was to know love and kindness and gentleness." She was one of the best people I have ever known, and I pray I can have an ounce of her grace and patience for people. She was always so generous with her time and money and never said no to anyone. We were so blessed to have her so close the last 5 years, and I am so grateful for that time with her. Roloff also expressed her gratitude that her grandmother had the opportunity to get to know her children, which is the greatest gift I could have ever gotten, or they could have received from her. I thank God every day that I had such an amazing grandma, and I know that she is with him now looking down on all of us. I love you so much, Marmee. She concluded. Her post.Roloff quote S followers showed their support for the TV personality in the comments. So sorry for your loss, Tori. I'm thankful that you have the memories you have had with her, and your kids were able to grow up seeing her and learning from her grace and love. What a blessing. I send you comfort and love. God will see you through this difficult time and all will be okay, wrote one fan. Sending hugs. Lost my grandma this past June while I was pregnant with my first. It almost broke me she never got to meet my daughter. Grandparents are a treasure. I wish they lived forever, shared a second person. Little people, big world stars, Tori and Zach Roloff celebrated the winter holidays with their fans as they shared their adorable family Christmas photos. The couple went for a dark, red, green, and cream-colored theme as they posed in front of their Christmas tree with their kids, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah. Jenna Bush Hager reveals her favorite meal. Her mom Laura Bush made her growing up. Jenna Bush Hager reveals her favorite meal. Her mom Laura Bush made her growing up. In the photos, the family looked chic in their holiday gear, with Tori wearing a black sweater and plaid skirt, while Zach had on a cream sweater and black pants. For the kids, Jackson wore a dark red knit sweater with a white button-up underneath and khaki pants. Lila had on a plaid dress that perfectly matched her mother's skirt, and Josiah wore a white button-up sweater vest with a holiday pattern on it and green pants. So adorable, love, your precious family, wrote one fan in the comments. As more said, great Christmas picture. Absolutely beautiful family. Oh my heart, TT, the outfits are perfection too, and obsessed. Some of my favies. Audrey Roloff, who is married to Zach's brother Jeremy, replied to the photos saying, "This coordination blows my mind," with Tori joking, "Totally on accident. Ha 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 ha." Tori later shared another adorable but a little unorthodox family photo, with the family posing in boxes in a fun collage as the caption read, "Just some Christmas shenanigans." Jill Duggar from Counting On stopped by to comment, writing, "So cute, love this. Merry Christmas," while others called the photo cute and clever and wondered how the Roloffs accomplished the unique photo. Little people, big world. Zach and Tori Roloff asked fans to pick sides when they shared a new family dancing video captioned, "Who did it best?" In the new clip shared to Instagram, fans cast their votes in the Roloff dance-off with Tori, Zach, and their 3 kids, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah, busting a move to some music. The Roloff crew looked happy and relaxed in the video, with everyone wearing cute and casual outfits as they danced along. Jenna Bush Hager reveals her favorite meal. Her mom Laura Bush made her growing up. Jenna Bush Hager reveals her favorite meal. Her mom Laura Bush made her growing up. Fans were quickly divided over who they felt danced best, with passionate pleas in the comments like, "Josiah is the winner," and "Lila hands down, get it girl." Other comments in support of Lila read, "Lila with her little breakdancing moves and all were great, but Lila really gave her all to the twirls." "Jackson has my vote," said another, while more wrote, "Jackson, Obvio, and Lowell Josiah at the end. Just a spinning." There were also plenty of votes for Tori, and many fans found Zach's low-effort moves hilarious, like those who wrote, "Zach, what is that?" and "Zach is a good sport." It seemed like there was no clear winner, But everyone had a good time, and the Roloff family has shown off their fun dance parties before. Lila, in particular, seems to love dancing and has been taking ballet lessons. Fans are always ready to hear updates on Zach and Tori Roloff's family, and parents everywhere can relate to a story the Little People Big World stars shared about their 7-year-old son Jackson's freak, dumb accident on a recent episode of their podcast, Raising Heights. As Tori explained it, she had just come home from a trip she took to Disneyland with friends when disaster struck. I came home. I was home for maybe an hour. We had just eaten dinner, and we were having so much fun. Just catching up, the kids were playing soccer with Zach, she began. Survivor, 48. Joe Hunter breaks down his emotional scene with Eva, Survivor, 48. Joe Hunter breaks down his emotional scene with Eva. Apparently, the family was playing in the entryway of their home, which Tori described as very spacious with tons of room to play, so what happened next was a surprise. "Yeah, we were just playing soccer. We were having a great time," Zach said. Lila's turned into quite the little soccer player Dot, but then Jackson slipped on the rug. He went a little too hard trying to save the ball, and slammed right into the arm of one of our chairs, added Tori. And like the chairs that are in our entryway, they're pretty cushioned, she continued. I've never thought of those chairs. I've always thought of the hearth. They're going to hit their head on the hearth, or they're going to hit their head on the coffee table. Those have always been my scary don't play around those things, but I never once thought these chairs would ever be an issue. Unfortunately, Jackson managed to hit the exposed wood on one of the chairs, which split open the back of his head. Bad, Zach said, going on to say that Tori responded brilliantly, especially since she had a problem in the past with panicking when the kids get hurt. She expresses so much concern and anxiety and fear onto our kids when they get hurt. She'll gasp and it makes her feelings the dominant feelings, and the kids are looking right at her. So then they proceed to cry, get scared, whatever else, Zach explained. She's gotten a lot better at being calm, he added. You know, it's all about how you're projecting yourself to your kids in that scenario. It's not about how you feel and expressing how you feel. It's about, in my opinion, the child and how they feel, and what feelings should you be portraying to them in that situation. It helps the child stay calm. Did not panic. I saw a lot of blood coming out, Zach clarified, explaining that he was focused on solutions and getting Jackson into the bathroom away from his siblings, Lila and Josiah. The mother of 3 then took Jackson, who never cries, to urgent care, with the little boy acting impressively tough throughout the ordeal, though he finally broke down. It wasn't until they put the staples in that he cried, and I cried because I just can't handle watching him be in pain, Tori admitted. Then obviously they had to go out for ice cream, Zach joked. Obviously, I had to get him Dairy Queen on the way home, and he was fine after that, Tori agreed. I would just like to point out that 0 children went to the urgent care when you were gone, Zach pointed out. Little People Big World fans were overjoyed to see the new collection of seasonal family photos that Tori Roloff shared on social media. The LPBW alum and her husband, Zach Roloff, took the photos during a recent family trip to an apple orchard. The reality TV stars posed with their 3 young children in front of the sign welcoming visitors to Old World apples. The photo captured the look of fall as the Roloffs stood in front of a few bales of hay and perched upon pumpkins that were set out beneath the orchard's welcome sign. Jenna Bush Hager reveals her favorite meal. Her mom, Laura Bush, made her growing up Jenna Bush. Hager reveals her favorite meal. Her mom, Laura Bush, made her growing up. All a mom wants in life. Go to Cute Apple Orchard with her cute family and take cute photos and get cute apple cider. Tori wrote to caption the photos, which she shared on Instagram on Saturday, September. 28. Zach later teased his wife when he left a comment on the post that read, "All a mom wants until about 2 o'clock today when a new cute idea comes up." Tori posed a single emoji in response. In addition to the snapshot that the family of 5 posed for together, Tori's 5-part Instagram carousel included a photo of her 3 children, son Jackson, 7, daughter Lila, 4, and son Josiah, 2 smiling while standing side by side in the orchard. Subsequent photos showed Zach holding Josiah's hand as they walked around, Jackson sitting with an arm around his brother, and the toddler looking up at the camera while surrounded by fallen apples. Fans gushed over the adorable photos in the post-comment section, with one declaring that they are everything. Adorable family, one person praised, while another described the photos as cute, cute, cute. Cutest kids ever. One Instagram user commented as another agreed, writing, "Yep, y'all nailed the cute little people. Big world stars Zach and Tori Roloff have a lot going on with 3 young kids." But recently, the TLC personalities experienced more chaos than usual in the form of a house fire, prompting Tori to issue an important reminder to her followers. On Friday, September 20, Tori took to her Instagram stories to share details about a kitchen fire at their battleground Wash-E home. Okay, for those asking about the fire yesterday that happened in our toaster oven, I burnt some cinnamon rolls. "That's all it was," she said in a clip. "I think when I opened up the door to the toaster, it let the oxygen in and it just took off." Big Little Feelings 5-minute tip for easier toddler mornings. Big Little Feelings 5-minute tip for easier toddler mornings. Tori explained that she was cooking fish, got distracted, and forgot about the cinnamon rolls. As her eldest son, Jackson, 7, lamented not having any of the tasty pastries to enjoy, she agreed, telling him, "I want cinnamon rolls too, but I burnt them." Tori continued in another video segment. "This is also your PSA to have your fire extinguisher somewhere in your house, because we put ours in the garage when we redid our floors and never put it back in my pantry. It's now back in my pantry." It seems Zach and Tori got the situation under control without needing to call the fire department or seek medical care for any of their family members. In addition to Jackson, they share a daughter, Lila, 4, and a son, Josiah, 2. Hopefully, this branch of the Roloff family will soon enjoy homemade cinnamon rolls just without the added drama of their toaster oven catching on fire.